100 years ago, tuberculosis killed nearly all those whom it attacked. There was little hope, though doctors might prolong life. In 1882, Robert Koch discovered the germ which causes tuberculosis. This laid the foundation for the cure of the disease. This graph tells the story of deaths from tuberculosis in England and Wales over the past 100 years. There has been a steady decline. But tuberculosis still kills 23,000 people each year. Of these, half are young people just beginning their careers and bringing up families. It disables thousands more. Two sisters work in this factory. Joan has a job in the workroom. Betty is the manager's secretary. Recently, she has been feeling thoroughly run down and doing her work badly. The manager, suspecting that ill health is the trouble, advises her to see a doctor. She tells her sister Joan, but she says she's going to take no notice of this advice. Betty is reluctant to go because 2 years ago her mother died of tuberculosis and she is afraid she may have inherited the disease. Joan eventually persuades her. Tuberculosis is not hereditary, although you can be infected by someone who has it. The doctor tells her this when he examines her. He finds her a bit anemic, otherwise there's nothing much wrong. All the same, he wants her to be X-rayed. This is the only certain method of detecting tuberculosis in its early stages. Then he asks Joan how long she's had her cough, and after examining her also, advises both sisters to go and have an X-ray taken. Under the National Health Scheme, this service continues to be provided free. Soon, Betty can see the result of the X-ray for herself. Her lungs are perfectly healthy, and she needn't worry anymore. Now it's Joan's turn. Having an X-ray is short and simple, almost as easy as taking a snapshot. Let's have a look at Joan's X-ray. That patch on her lung is evidence of tuberculosis. The doctor knows what a shock this is for Joan, but because it's been detected at this stage, she's got every chance of getting well soon. For a time, however, she will have to go into a sanatorium. Although new forms of treatment are bringing added hope, proper food and rest and plenty of fresh air remain the essentials for the cure of tuberculosis. As soon as Joan arrives at the sanatorium, she starts having treatment. Here you see how it's done. The diseased part of the lung is shown black. For this part to get better, the lung must be rested by a method called artificial pneumothorax, or lung rest. To do this, a needle is put painlessly through the wall of the chest, but not, of course, into the lung itself. Air from the outside is let in so that the lung collapses. This lung will now be able to rest while the other does the work of both. This is all done under a local anesthetic and doesn't worry Joan at all. The diseased lung will now have a chance to... Joan has been in hospital several months now, and the infected part of her lung is beginning to heal. Later, the lung itself will be allowed to expand again, and only a small scar will remain. Already she is able to get up and sit out of doors. The day comes when Betty can take her home again.
When you smoke, the chemicals you inhale cause mutations in your body. And mutations are how cancer starts. Every 15 cigarettes you smoke will cause a mutation. If you could see the damage, you'd stop.